When we think of a terrorist, we often picture an angry person from a faraway place. But that place is not always so far away. In many cases, the origins of terrorism are local. In this video, we will take a brief look into methods of dealing with the complex phenomenon of so-called homegrown terrorism. In order to understand the dynamics and motivations of homegrown terrorism, it is necessary to look at the broader context. For example, it is likely that there are connections to wider international terrorist organizations or other criminal activities. They often use the same or similar infrastructure to stay under the radar. So, to get a better view on the bigger picture, states should enhance coordination on national, sub-regional, regional, and international levels and across key partners. Effective prevention is of vital importance. This relies on engaging and cooperating with key partners as part of a larger stakeholder approach. One essential way to engage is to educate. For example, governments can develop outreach programs to ease citizens' concerns about security or stigmatization. Another important step is to foster relationships with religious and local authorities to further help reduce alienation of particular groups and communities. This will simultaneously help to build trust and provide a greater insight into the local conditions within communities. Despite preventative efforts, homegrown terrorism can still occur. Therefore, states must proactively establish a wide variety of measures to aid timely detection. For example, they can develop specific risk assessment mechanisms. Another important step is the training of key actors, such as law enforcement officers and prison officials, who can detect signs of homegrown extremism. To ensure full effectiveness, governments should engage and cooperate with non-governmental and private organizations, for example, online technology companies. However, because of its sensitive nature, it is important to carefully consider how to safely spread information about homegrown terrorism between the national and the local level, as well as among different government agencies. When signs of homegrown terrorism are detected, there are multiple possible responses. One way to start is to conduct tailored interventions, which require some flexibility. These should be done cautiously and always within a strict rule of law framework. States can consider the use of administrative measures, for example, control orders that limits the movement of an individual, as a way to reduce opportunities for the individual to commit an attack. Intervening to prevent an attack relies on accurate information sharing. But states should ensure this is done in a secure manner, safeguarding personal data. When an actual homegrown terrorism attack occurs, an appropriate response includes supporting the community, as well as any victims and witnesses. States should aim to spread information about the attack as quickly and accurately as possible. It is important to avoid stigmatization of communities associated with the offender. Creating targeted outreach campaigns can help in this regard. For those communities affected by the attack, governments should consider setting up adequate infrastructure to protect victims and witnesses. A range of social, economic, and psychological support should be available. Do you want to know more about this? The Global Counter-Terrorism Forum developed a document called the Rabat, Washington Good Practices on the Prevention, Detection, Intervention, and Response to Homegrown Terrorism, intended to inform and guide states as they develop and implement programs and policies designed to address homegrown terrorism. You can find this document at www.toolkits.thegctf.org or thegctf.org.